So I'd like to show you some of the beautiful pieces that have been created over the years and really get into this quality of the nanotechnology, just really how significant it can be to create something with your own hands and then to be able to play with it, and you never forget how beautiful it is and the memories all around the creation and the giving and the receiving and the playing with these beautiful toys. So the feeling of each of these dolls is just so, um, yeah, the sense of holding the dolls with the natural wool, the colors of being able to take in just how beautiful these things are. And yeah, just the stories around each of the dolls is so beautiful. So I want to show you a little bit what's been created over the years. This one here I made last year. It's a beautiful toadstool house, and it's all been hand felted with wet felting and dry needle felting. So you can open the little door. It's got little flowers around the outsides where the garden's growing, and a little gorgeous little toadstool, baby toadstool there. And here's one of the fairies that's been made by one of the professional toy makers. We bought a fairy, and the roof. And I made this toadstool house in a workshop, and my girls have just created a little bit of a home inside there, nice and comfy beds. And I made this beautiful toadstool house in a workshop with a group of women, and I still really remember that weekend so fondly. It was such a beautiful time for me. And this is a little one of my daughter's first toys that she made when she started sewing and cutting and needlework, and she made this beautiful ladybug. And I remember taking this to a camping trip and losing it in the bush, and somehow we found the ladybug again. It came back. There's no way we were going to leave that ladybug behind. So this is so special. And then at the back here I've got a beautiful angel. I call this a fire angel for my first daughter, and she's an Aries, so she's a fire sign. So I made a fire angel, and the angel's got beautiful wings, and I took heaps of time to create this beautiful gold design on the wings. And I remember how therapeutic that was. That was when she was just a baby. For her first Christmas I made that one. Oh, there she goes. This is a doll that my mum made for me. It's looking quite dirty now, but it's a little sleepy mouse that she's knitted, and it goes inside a little sleeping bag, which is missing in action right now. And just as I've been starting my occupational therapy course, we made these last year when we went on a travel over to New Zealand. And then these ones, just when we started an occupational therapy course, just this Monday, I actually have, my daughters have both been really missing me, even though they usually don't say it, but it sort of came out that they really missed me. And my older daughter, our connection is really very, very strong in terms of making crafts together and doing knitting and beautiful craft projects and felting together. So I helped her make this beautiful doll, and she's done all the sewing and the details and stuck the hair on and everything. And this was the one that I was making, and I had to cook dinner, so I haven't quite finished it. But she started making the clothing again yesterday. So it's just such a beautiful way for me to connect with her, and she feels that I've taken that quality time to be one-on-one, and we can talk about things as we craft. We can think about the day, we can unpack how we're feeling, and we can really get a sense of what's going on in our world through the time and the quality of just slowing down with the crafts, which is quite beautiful. So over Christmas time we went away, and I just brought all this crafting stuff with me, and I made some beautiful presents. My younger daughter, this is the whale and the mama whale and the baby whale, and then this beautiful dolphin. So they feel amazing when you feel them. So in the Steiner philosophy, where my children go to Steiner school, the feeling and the sensory world of the child is really, really important. So having this natural fabric, natural dyes, and the sensation of soft wool felt is really beautiful for the child's sensory development. And this was the little goose that I made, the duck, mama duck, and the baby ducks go inside the wings. The baby duck, I left two unmade, and I actually got my older daughter to finish off making the baby ducks herself. So she was actually involved in the process of making that one. And we've got the owl and the pussycat, which is a beautiful hand sewn set that I made for my daughter's 6th birthday, I think, when she was in prep. And it was a way for her to go with the story that they've been reading at school, which was the owl and the pussycat. And we sang the song together, and I made this beautiful set of the owl and the pussycat, which they still play with. And here's a beautiful little toy that I made inspired by one that I saw in a store. And it's a little hanging, you can wear it around your neck, or you can hang it up somewhere, little hanging butterfly person. And the little caterpillar butterfly comes out from the center. And this my daughter actually uses to keep her lost teeth in. So it's a very, very special thing. And when they really miss me, or when they feel like they want to have that sense of like mummy's love or my quality time, they just hold these things, talk about these things, create new ones. And it's just such a beautiful way for us to connect as a family and to create our magical worlds and imaginative play.